I'm Bill Buchanan, and today we'll be looking at the exciting sport of roller derby. A sport? Seriously? Can we even call it a sport? Is it not just a bunch of girls in rollerblades pushing each other? Show jumping, now that is a sport for ladies.
Get on with it.
Fine, we'll go and talk to a few members of the team and find out more about roller derby. You wouldn't catch Jackie Fullerton doing this? Tell me, what attracted you to roller derby?
Well, I'd heard about it a few years ago through a magazine article, and then I just thought it was really, really cool, but didn't think there was anywhere over here doing it. And then heard more about it in the run-up to the Drew Barrymore film, so I thought I'd just have a search and see if anyone was doing it. Hannah just started a group. I'd wanted to do it for a couple of years, and it's just loads of fun. I'm not a very sporty person, but I like the idea of being able to just hammer around the track and get in people's way. So
I would like to say it was to increase my fitness, but possibly not. I just wanted the chance to hit other people and get my aggression out and do something productive with it.
How long have you been playing for?
Just since the start of this team up, so it'll be since March of this year. That's only about 9 months or so.
Can anyone play roller derby?
have to be over 18, have to have a good level of physical fitness. At the moment we only have women's leagues, but there are co-ed and men's leagues in the States, but over here it's only women over the age of 18.
We have all sorts in our team. We've got single mothers, we've got charity workers, we've got bank workers, civil servants, all shapes, all sizes, all heights, all different occupations. Absolutely anybody can take part in it.
What sort of training is involved?
Lots of stuff which makes you very red and sweaty. We do running, it's horrible. It's really bad. You didn't get to see that today. Then we practice wagging each other, it's great.
Training, hardcore, lots of sit-ups, lots of planks, if you know what that is, and lots of skating.
Are there any other teams in Belfast?
Not at the moment, not in Belfast. There are teams in Dublin, Cork. I think one's just started in Galway. They're looking at one in Carlisle. So there's a lot springing up around Ireland, but there aren't any more in Belfast at the moment. We're hoping we get more numbers, then we can have a couple of teams here. So
We are the first of possibly many. I don't know.
Are you part of a league?
I am part of a league. We're part of Belfast Roller Derby. Although we've got nobody to play yet, so officially we're not a league. But eventually there will be more of us and we will be a league. And our lives will be complete.
Can you explain to me the rules of roller derby?
all right. You got an oval track, 2 teams on it, 4 from each team form a pack, so they're skating around together. Then you got 1 jammer from each team that are skating behind them. As the pack's going round, the jammers are trying to get through the pack, and the people on your team will help you, and the people on the other team try and knock you over. And then once you get through the first time, they got to skate round really quick again, get through the pack again. They get points for every person on the other team they knock out. They get past. It's kind of like bulldog on wheels. The easiest way to it's like shoving, basically shoving.
Sounds complex, but moderately violent. What's the worst injury you've ever received or seen?
Well, Hannah and Wendy had a really, really bad pile up into the wall when we had a newbie day one day, and a load of them didn't come back. That was kind of bad. They weren't hurt, it just looked quite scary for people that had just come down. My worst injury was during a game at the end, and we were playing duck, duck, goose, and I kind of baseball slid in a little bit too dramatically and got a big bruise down there, but nothing too drastic yet because we haven't had any bouts. It'll come. Bruises are badges of honour, so got to get a few more of them.
I haven't had any that have been too bad, although I've smacked my arse off the floor quite hard on a number of occasions when you kind of fall backwards and you windmill and you just slap it right in the floor. That's quite sore. Although you do get bruises, they're very commonplace, both from hitting each other and falling into walls.
Wendy, or El Bent as she's known, she gets the worst injuries out of all of us. I don't know what she does, but she always ends up with a skate up the back or skate in the hip or something along those lines.
Where do the roller derby names come from?
The original idea behind it is just because it makes the sport a bit more tongue-in-cheek and it's more fun, because although it is quite complicated and it's quite in-depth and it is a sport, we don't want to take ourselves too seriously, even though we take the sport seriously. But our individual names are just stuff that we made up. Like mine's a Gorney Cleaver, and a lot of them will be sort of takes on celebrities or turns of phrase and things like that. One of my mates is Cameron Diazapan and stuff like that. So just a bit of fun.
We just try to think of something that could be as rude or as odd as possible. We've got some good ones in here. Mine just came from talking to some random Americans about some cheese spray they have, Cheese Whiz, in America. So I was like, because I'm rubbing my hand, or is it just because you dropped your thing?
So if people want to get involved in roller derby, how do they go about it?
Find us on Facebook. We also have an online forum as well.
After spending all day with the girls, I now understand how much hard work and dedication goes into the sport of roller derby. I've been Bill the Thrill Buchanan, and these girls are the Belfast Banshees. Come on now!
It's a bit like rugby on skates, sort of, but without a ball, I guess.
So just a tad like rugby, but with a wee bit of martial arts with no balls.